Magic players and Commander players, I know February 9th is rolling right around the corner, and we have a brand new batch of Secret Lairs that I want to talk about. This one piqued my interest. There are some really good ones here, and then unfortunately, there's a few that fall pretty flat from getting your value out of them. So let's go over it. All right, our first stop, Shadowheart. The wonderful, beautiful Shadowheart, the one we all fell in love with, the Baldur's Gate 3. Shadowheart herself, not really a super strong commander, although I have seen her pop up in the 99 on a lot of those sacrifice decks for sure. Beseech the Queen, a pretty decent tutor. It's kind of on one of the budget options compared to some of the other ones like Vampire Tutor, Demonic Tutor, things like that. Black Market, a fine card to put in. It is pretty slow. When a creature dies and this is on the field, it gets a counter. Your first main phase, you get mana equal to the amount of counters on it. So like eventually you can get a ton of black mana. Maybe you can, you know, Torment Hellfire them to death or something like that. Victimize, like a 50-cent card. The Shadowheart, like a 50-cent card. Beseech the Queen and Black Market, both of those are sitting at like $4 each. Ancient Bronze Dragon, kind of a weird one that they threw in here with Shadowheart. I don't know. It's like a $17 card. You technically are kind of getting your money's worth if you spend $30 on this, but you're not buying this for the value. You're buying it because you love Shadowheart and you want all these really good looking cards in your deck. I think this passes with like a C. You buy it, you kind of get your money back. If you want to pick up the foil, that's on you. I'm sure they're probably going to look really good. So, but I definitely think they could have did a lot better. Shadow Spear would have been an absolute amazing include for this, but of course, God forbid, they can't put that big of a pricey card in these things, can they? Unfortunately, Gale gets the short end of the stick here. This one is a stinker. The Gale himself, I've never seen anyone play whatsoever. Arcane Denial is a fine counter spell. It's kind of one that people play to take the feels bad out of a counter spell because it lets them draw 2 cards and you draw a card. Archmage's Charm is like 2 to 3. Arcane Denial is like $2. Brainstorm, like $1.50. A Personal Tuner, you got $5. So unfortunately, the value is not there for this one. This one is just a straight fail. They could have put so many better cards in here, but unfortunately, this is what they do sometimes. If you're buying this one, you're buying the art. If you want to get them in foil, I'm sure they're going to look really cool, but you're not getting the value that you're paying for here. So unfortunately, that's the way these Secret Lairs go. Let's keep going. Now for this one, we got ourselves a banger of a list for the next two, okay? Seasoned Dungeoneer, $8 to $9. Now this is probably a little bit scarce. I haven't seen many people play this card. This is one of those niche kind of cards that would just slowly kind of creep up in price. Displacer Kitten. Whew, huge. This is like a $25 card. Just with these 2 cards alone, you're getting your money's worth. Not to mention, you have another one, Tortured Existence. This one's like $5. The Tortured Existence and Displacer Kitten have both been popping up in more and more decks, okay? So if you're gonna spend one to spec on the value, I think this is a decent one to do it, especially if you buy the foil ones. I bet these are going to look crazy in the foil. The Cedrus, the last one, that one's just bonus. If you have like a dungeon deck, you can put this in the command zone. It'll look sweet, but don't buy it for that. Value-wise, I don't think it's going to be super pricey. The Displacer Kitten, Tortured Existence, those are where the money's at. And just for those 2 alone, this one gets like an easy A for sure. This one, I think you could buy foil or non-foil. Both of them, I think you're going to get your money's worth here. This one, very good pickup. And this one, probably like the best one in the bunch, okay? Grim Hireling, Wild Mage Sorcerer, Zorn, and Prosper. Grim Hireling, $18. Wild Mage Sorcerer, $10. Zorn, like $8. Prosper, $15. Prosper, absolutely banger commander, super good. All the exile spell stuff is like slowly going up and up as people realize like, oh, playing stuff from exile is actually pretty powerful. Wild Mage Sorcerer obviously makes that even more powerful. Grim Hireling, a lot more players are starting to pick up on this card. It was like $2 or $3 at one time. I regret not buying it. The sacrificing the treasures and killing something, that's just gravy to put on the top, okay? This one, foil or non-foil, you're going to be happy with. Prosper sits, I mean, these are so clean and elegant and gorgeous. Like, elegant in the way of like, there's not too much going on and it just looks clean. It looks fantastic. Feel confident buying this on the foil or the non-foil. I can easily see these pieces going for much more than we expect. This next one, they are pretty. Counterspell, we all know it's like $1, $2. Dragonborn Champion surprised me. This one's like $9. The Clouth Unrivaled Ancient, like 16 to 18 bucks depending on what sellers want to do that day. In Miriam, this is like a $4 to $5 card. This one you're picking up because not only is it gorgeous, but you're also getting your money's worth here. Obviously, Miriam, a crazy powerful dragon commander. Dragonborn champion is creeping up more and more now. I've actually been wanting to pick one of these up for a long time. So this one passes with an A. You pick it up for foil or non-foil. Both are going to be fantastic. And the art are gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, these foil are probably gonna look absolutely beautiful. Non-foil, they will still look beautiful. All right, Stroud's Descent. It's gonna look cool in the command zone, but it's like a 50-cent card. Cast Off Consort. This is the blood letter of A, because I can't pronounce that without fumbling. The blood letter of A. This is like a $26 card. End of festivities, under $1. Castle Ravenloft, under $1. If you're buying this, you're kind of technically maybe getting your money back, but you want it for the sick vampire art that's getting printed on these cards. The lands are pretty, but you're buying 10 basic lands for $30, or you're buying 10 basic lands that are foil for $40. These look like proxies. I'm coming around on proxies more and more in terms of like actually starting to pick some up and like maybe print some proxies to save some money on some stuff that's artificially inflated. I think you can just print these or print ones and just be fine. If you want to pick these up, you do you. They're just, it's, you know, if they start packing 25 of these in a secret layer, then I'd say yes, go for it. But getting 10 of these, it's not enough. It's not worth it. Please save your money. Spend on one of the other secret layers that are A's or the S's. So Shadowheart Devotion, a C, we technically get there. Gale's Ambition, F, it was a fail. Fail, fail, fail. Black Lights and Dark Dungeons. This is an A+ with Displacer Kitten. Mwah. Secret Lair Shadow of Baldur's Gate. This is an S tier. This is absolutely fantastic. You should buy this. Foil or non-foil, you're going to be happy. Whispers and Candlekeep. This is an A. Buy it. You're going to be happy. The art is gorgeous. Here's hoping we get some cool bonus cards. Strahd's Descent. This is a C. It passes. They could have tried a lot better to put in better cards than just a one singular $25 card and everything else bulk. Basic lands, come on. They can do better. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what you think. I've been playing a lot of Limited recently, and I also made a video talking about my Limited experience, going over the deck list, and going over some tips and tricks and things I did wrong, and some decks that I felt good with. So if you want to check that out, I'll link it in the description. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm trying to get that 1K mark, and I'll catch you as the next one. Whew. Man, you tired of me talking yet? My voice is dead.